So I've updated stimulus information to give you. I'm going to try to go through every category and individual that would be involved in this update, including all wage categories, of course, Social Security, adult dependents, and all the rest. So let's go ahead and get into it. This is all of the draft information they are giving us right now. They've updated it last night and this morning. So here's everything I've got. First off, the unemployment boost. So if you're on unemployment or you know somebody who is, they are now increasing that from $300 to $400, and it will extend all the way through August 31st, 2021. There are some Democrats who are not happy with this, and they will continue to debate it out. The debate is the increase from $400 to $600. In particular, Senate Finance Committee Chairman Ron Wyden, who said, quote unquote, I am going to fight like hell to get the $6. But right now, it's only an increase to $400, but we'll see if that changes with the debate in the next couple of days. In addition, if you have children, the child tax credit is now set to increase. So $3,600 will be the new tax credit if you have a child under 6, and it will be $3,000 for all other qualifying children under 17. In addition, now half of all child care expenses can be claimed. Now on to the stimulus checks. So the number is now set. It is in fact $1,400. Of course, we already knew this. This is not big news. It's a $1,400 stimulus check to all qualifying individuals. The big debate was where the cutoff was going to be as far as wage earning. Was it going to be $50,000, $60,000? Secretary of the Treasury Janet Yellen was saying $60,000, but maybe not $75,000. It's over. The debate is done. It is $75,000 for single filers and $150,000 for joint filers, exactly the same as it was in the previous two stimuluses. There's only one small change that they made to it that might affect some people, but not many. So what's going to happen is if you make $75,000 or less as a single filer, you will get the full $1,400 stimulus. The only major change is they are going to phase out the money much quicker. So if you're a single filer and you made over $100,000, you will get nothing from this. In the previous stimuluses, you still got some money, but now the cutoff is going to be much more dramatic and much more quick. So if you're a joint filer, if you make $150,000 or less, you will get the full $1,400 stimulus check for both individuals, $2,800. However, if you make over $200,000, you will be cut off completely from this stimulus payment. In the other previous two, you were not. So that is the only change they made. So which groups are going to be included in getting these stimulus checks? Now, of course, you're going to have all eligible taxpayers, all eligible children, adult dependents. Yes, adult dependents will be included in this. However, there is nothing right now on the retroactive to $600, meaning the last stimulus check that went out, they were talking about getting adult dependents that $600 check. There's nothing yet on that, but adult dependents should be getting this $1,400 check. Social Security recipients will be getting this $1,400 check. SSDI recipients will be getting this $1,400 check. Veterans will be getting this $1,400 check. RRB and survivors. There are over a dozen committees working right now in writing their portions of this massive $1.9 trillion stimulus bill, or bills, depending on how they separate it. And the House Ways and Means Committee is going to debate their portion tomorrow on Wednesday, which is important because their portion includes different things that are very impactful, like the unemployment boost and many of the other stuff we just talked about. Some inclusions are $25 billion now for restaurants, of which 1/5 of that money is going to be put aside specifically for restaurants that earn under $500,000. There's going to be $7.5 billion added to the PPP, or Paycheck Protection Program, for small businesses. There is no mention of student loan cancellation yet out of any of the bills that are coming up, so we'll have to watch how that plays out. However, it does seem that Democrats are in fact moving forward with the $15 minimum wage increase. So we're going to have to see what bill they put that in. Can that go into a reconciliation bill, or is that going to go into a separate bill? All the committees are going to be debating their portions in the upcoming weeks to figure that out. The timeline is still on. We are moving forward exactly as we have been telling you. These committees are going to complete their full drafts by February 22nd. That is the date right now. Then it's going to be introduced in the House on the week of February 22nd, read and voted on in the House. It will have zero problem passing the House. This will fully 100% 100% pass the House of Representatives, most likely the week of February 22nd, somewhere down the line, and then it will be pushed off onto the Senate, at which point we are going to have to see if the changes that have been made to the stimulus check are now targeted enough for the individuals that need it, because we basically have 48, maybe 49 Democrats who are fully on board. Will they get the full 50? I highly doubt any Republicans are going to vote for this simply because everyone's voting on partisan lines right now. There may be a couple of Republicans that do vote for this. We will have to wait and see. But the primary reason they won't is not because some of them don't like it. I think a lot of Republicans do like this. Not all of them, but some of them. I think the primary reason they might not vote for it is if it's pushed through reconciliation. And a lot of times they don't like that because reconciliation basically says, we don't need you. We're only going to use our side. And sometimes when somebody feels slighted like that, they vote against something, even if they agree with something. We'll have to see if some Republicans actually go against that feeling to do so. However, it does in fact look like all Democrats are going to be on board, because I don't think they would make some of these changes, like not having a $50,000 or $60,000 cutoff, if they didn't know that all Democrats were going to in fact vote for it. Introducing things like the minimum wage, the $15 minimum wage, that's an interesting one. I didn't think that was going to happen. By the way, if you still have not received your $600 stimulus check, they are still going out, and I can verify to you they are in fact even now mailing out checks to individuals who are not even expecting it. So if you didn't get the $600 in your account, or they sent it to the wrong card or the wrong place, and you don't know what's going on, you can still expect a check to come to your door, or one of your residences. Make sure you check anyone that might be on file, even if you're forwarding your mail, because it might be there. They are still sending them out. I can verify that as a fact. If, of course, you don't get it in the next month or so, then you're going to have to go through their process of filing for 2020 taxes. Finally, eligibility for this stimulus check is going to be based off of your 2019 or 2020 tax returns. So if you earned a lot less money last year, wait off to do your taxes as long as possible. If you earned less money this year, of course, you're going to want to file as early as possible. If it's going to change your status, for most people, it probably won't do that. As always, thank you for coming along with us. I will catch you next time.